Hi everyone, I'm Chungwin, and today we're going to take a look at the Verizon Wireless Samsung Omnia 2, which runs Windows Mobile 6.5 on Verizon Wireless's CDMA and EVDO network. The Omnia 2 comes in an attractive black box, which has an embossed Samsung logo. First we're going to do an unboxing, and then we're going to compare the hardware and look at the hardware tour. And finally we're going to take a look at TouchWiz and some of the Samsung software customizations on top of Windows Mobile 6.5. The device is a relatively attractive device, which utilizes a tablet slate form factor. It is a relatively thick device, almost the same thickness as the Touch Pro 2, which HTC makes with a sliding QWERTY keyboard. Of course, the Omnia 2 doesn't have the sliding keyboard. We're going to go ahead and set aside the device for just a second and take a look at what else is included in the box. You do have a number of CDs inside the box, one of which is the Verizon Wireless VCast with Rhapsody to transfer music that you purchase on the device as well. You have some manuals, tips, hints, and shortcuts, and one of the CD contains a digital user manual. You have here a USB wall charger, which you can plug the USB cable into the wall charger or into your computer to charge and sync the device. Here it looks like Samsung went away with the Samsung proprietary charging connector and instead used a micro USB charging connector for standards. You also have a 3.5mm connector, which has a microphone here and also a 3.5mm headphone jack. So you can use your own headphones if you want to use the microphone that's included as well, which is a nice touch. This also serves as an antenna for the built-in FM radio that's included inside the device. The device is a large device with a 3.7-inch WVGA AMOLED display. It has a resistive touchscreen, which offers bright and vivid colors and also rich blacks as well. It's one of the largest AMOLED displays right now on a phone and even on a smartphone. On the left-hand side, you have a 3.5mm headphone jack, volumes up and down control, which activates Samsung's proprietary visual interface right there. A micro SD card slot, which is accessible once you open the back battery cover. There's also an OK button right here on the left-hand side, and on the right-hand side of the device, you have a camera button here at the bottom, which is a double press camera button. So you press once to focus and press in again to snap your picture. A lock screen that turns on and off the screen, and a micro USB charging port, which is accessible underneath this flap. On the front of the device, you have at the top a light sensor to automatically adjust the brightness of the screen depending on the conditions outside. If it's bright, the screen will go brighter. Earpiece speaker, and it looks like an LED light that glows orange once it's charging and can notify you of notifications. On the bottom, you don't really have anything except for a notch here, which you can take and remove the back battery cover, where you'll see the battery and also a micro SDHC card slot. The device has 8 gigs built-in memory, but you can expand that with external storage card memory as well. Let's go ahead and snap that together. You do also have a collapsible stylus, which is the only thing that you'll see at the top of the device. On the back, you have a 5-megapixel camera with autofocus, face and smile detection, as well as an LED flash. The camera can also do video recording at 30 frames per second in 720 by 480 resolution, which is DVD-like quality. It also has dual speakers, so you do have stereo speakers, one at the top and bottom, or left and right hand side of the device, depending on how you look at it. The device has a contour here, so it makes it easier to hold the device like this for watching movies or playing games in landscape mode. It can also support DivX standard or XVID videos as well. Once you unlock the device, you're taken to a 3-screen widget interface, and you can add more widgets or removing widgets by pulling open the widget drawers. So you can just tap on a widget and pull it and drag it onto the screen. Once you're done with the widget, you can just drag it back, and you can place the widgets anywhere on the screen. On the bottom here, you have the call and call end button, and what looks to be a directional pad or even a trackpad is just a single button, which takes you to the programs menu on the phone. This does away with the honeycomb interface that Windows Mobile 6.5 has and comes with a skinned TouchWiz UI that Samsung uses. There's also a handy task switcher, a quick launcher to these settings, and you can even edit which programs show up here by adding or removing different programs. The settings takes you to a skinned settings, and what we commend Samsung for is their ease of connection to Wi-Fi interfaces. So here we have Wi-Fi turned on. To connect, you just tap on the wireless network that you want, and just hit next and enter in your network key. So Samsung does a great job with managing Wi-Fi that way compared to the standard Windows Mobile fare. Samsung also customized the contacts application, so you have a nice contacts directory, you have categories, you also have favorites and speed dials as well. There's also a skinned calendar that gives you a month view, week view, daily view, and an agenda view. The screen is very responsive for a resistive touchscreen. However, our only complaint is that to X out or OK a button, you may have to use a fingernail instead of your fingertip because it's not quite as responsive and is very hard to press, which is why Samsung probably included the OK button here on the left-hand side of the device. You also have a number of applications. Dice is a good way to show off the accelerometer on the device just by shaking the device and you're, throwing two dice around. You also have Ferrari, GT Evolution, Solitaire, Bubble Breaker, and it looks like Samsung did away with Microsoft Voice Command for Nuance Voice Recognition.
Welcome to Voice Recognition by Nuance. Use your voice to dial names in your phone book and phone numbers without having to train.
Other applications include a handy unit converter, a video editor for editing your 30 frames per second DVD quality clips. Let's go ahead and open Microsoft Word. And then do a new document. And we're going to go ahead and use the Samsung keypad. The keyboard has a nice visual interface, and it does have auto correction or predictive text at the top, and you can just space out and it will accept the highlighted one. The visual keyboard, or it also has the swipe engine, so you can actually type without having to lift your finger, so it will connect the dots. So let's go ahead and type keyboard. And there's keyboard that we just typed. So the swipe engine is good for people who don't actually like lifting their fingers when they're typing and just want to swipe across and connect the dots. The keyboard is actually very good and attractive. The device has built-in GPS, Wi-Fi, and Bluetooth technology. The screen is 3.7 inch. It is a very attractive device and feels a lot bigger than the competing 3.2 inch HTC peer on competing AT&T's wireless network. So this has been a quick first look of the Verizon Omnia 2 with the TouchWiz user interface and Windows Mobile 6.5. There's very few traces of Windows Mobile 6.5. Even some of the settings have been covered up by Samsung with the TouchWiz interface. And here we have an etiquette mode so that it will actually silence the device once you place it face down. So that's a great feature. If you have a phone call and you just flip over your device, then it will automatically silence your ringer. So stay tuned to Pocketnow.com. I'm Chung Win, and thanks for watching.